Hey, good morning. How are you? Glad you make my channel this morning. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I advise you take a look at it, see what you think. Look at some of my old videos from the time I started up until now. We've got a lot of variety of stuff out there for you to look at. A lot of learning videos, how-to, things not to do, place to visit Wisconsin, all sorts of things. So take a peek at it if you're new, and you might want to subscribe. I appreciate it. Today's video, what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to maintain your desktop computer if you have a desktop, to keep it performing well. We're going to take this device I got. It's called a pancake air compressor, which is a small unit that I picked up at a friend of mine. Got it for about 65 bucks. It wasn't bad. You know, it's used, it's not brand new. And it does a job. It puts out enough air to get the dust out, and you don't have any water or condensation to worry about coming out of the hose. You know, so if you're going to go and you're going to buy these little aerosol cans that have the air in it, you know, it costs you quite a bit of money. And then if you accidentally turn the can sideways, you're going to get water coming out of the can, so that's not a real good route to go. So rather than take all your plugs out of the computer and everything, and you know, take it off the shelf, I just do mine right where it sits, and I keep it running while I clean it out. If you do this on a regular basis, you're not going to have too much problems. But if you wait for a year, 2 years, 3 years, like some people do, I mean, I've seen computers that come in, you swear that there's a nest of birds in it or something, or a nest of mice, you know. It's so bad. I do occasionally repair computers for people and take care of their computers, and when they got a problem, they come over and help them out, get it up and running, get it perform a little better. So I'm just going to show you a quick way of what I do here, and I'll flip this camera around and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's a little pancake air compressor I got, called the Speed Line, or Speed Air, I'm sorry. This puts out just enough air so that you don't have to worry about damaging anything. So I picked this up from my friend for about 65 bucks, and that was a pretty good deal. Got a little air hose on there, a little trigger, and we'll show you how it works. Okay, the first thing we got to do is we got to get this tower here torn apart, side. Just got 2 screws on the back, and we're going to take and slide that cover back so we can get at the components inside, and then we're just give it a light spray down while it's running. I think myself it's a better way of doing it. Do it like every couple months, and that way you don't have any problems. So let's get started. Okay, I got the side off now. As you can see, the side there, we probably got some dust going on. And so you'll get an idea of what I've got here for the internal part. So we're going to blow it out. We'll see how it works out. I had a little trouble getting that panel off, so I did it off camera. There's 2 fans on that too that have to be blown out. I blow it out while it's running. It works out pretty good that way. But it looks pretty clean. It's not too bad. Some computers I open up and it's ridiculous how much dirt is in it. So, alright, let's get on with it. Okay, so we're going to start blowing this thing out. Start with the fans here. Camera's not going to pick up much dust coming off, for a simple reason that this has been cleaned about a month ago. But if you keep after it, you're not going to have a problem, you know. Most people just, they don't never take it apart and keep the the internal parts clean, you know, with air. And then they wonder why their computer goes slow. Well, this is the reason why. I keep after all my computers. I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 laptops. And I keep after them all the time, make sure they're clean. You know, so, well, you're going to have your shield here. It's going to have the front on it. This is a screen, kind of like a radiator. So make sure that all the dust is off of that. I'm probably not going to pick up too much of the air because my mic system is probably focusing more on the motor of the air compressor than it is actually hearing the air. But basically what I'm doing is giving it, you know, spurts, because if I hold it down, you run out of air right away. So you want to just give it spurts like this, you know, and then that takes off what little dust is on there. Oop! Fell off. Was a little loose. Okay, I'm going to let this down here. Like I said, it's a lot nicer when you can just take it without unhooking anything and then cleaning it with the air while it's running. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this at all if you had a real filthy computer. You know, if you had, if you're not experienced with computer builds or anything and you never built a computer, and you're just buying a ready-made computer that comes off the shelf at Best Buy, or you know, maybe you order it online or something like that. You don't have the knowledge to you know, keep it clean. This is why I'm showing you the video how easy it is to do. You know, just don't use a regular air compressor, because there's going to be condensation that comes out of the air compressor. And if it gets into any of this motherboard back in here, any of these components, you can short it out. And you don't want that to happen. So this is why I use a pancake air compressor. Now they do got a line where you can buy for the same amount of money, about 65 bucks. It's actually a unit like a shop vac, only it's an air compressor designed to blow off computers for the internal areas. I think they would work spectacular, and they got a lot more air pressure too. I was thinking about getting one, but I thought I'd try this thing here out because it was so cheap. You know, 65 bucks for a metal-made component. You know, it's a pancake air compressor. I'm not real happy with it. I would think it put out a lot more air than what it does. You know, but it's enough. It's about like the aerosol cans that you buy. You know, but when you take an aerosol can, if you have a tendency, like I'll use this, like this aerosol can here to blow it. If you turn it downward and you blow, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have water come out of the can. And you don't dare want to have that happen, because you're going to short out all your parts. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through this thing a little bit here. It almost looks like it didn't even need anything. It's about as clean as it was the last time I did it. There's nothing in there. You know, so I keep my computers really clean. You know, because it's important, because you don't want to have problems with your computer, especially when you're a YouTuber. You want it to work all the time, you know. So I'm going to shut this off and then talk to you a little bit more as we go here. There's one thing I want to warn you guys. If you want to spend a lot of money on a computer like I did on this one, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but don't buy white towers. This is going on close to 4 years old now. And what happens is that it starts to yellow. The white starts to yellow on it. You know, so yeah, you get like a red or orange or whatever color, anything but white. Because white is it just shows yellow within a couple of years. For some reason, it just gets stained. you know, the whole top of mine turned kind of a yellowish color. So if you never seen the inside of my computer, you know, that's it. That's my big dog, 32 gigs of RAM, GeForce GTX 980. Got power supply, 1000 watt power supply. Got two spinner drives, 2 terabytes each on it. Corsair. Yeah, Corsair, water cooled. You see the hoses. Big fan on there. It's an 8-core processor, so it whips up videos pretty quick. Yeah, all kinds of stuff up in there. Yep, she's a good runner. I had no problems with her. And over here, got my front door. I'm sorry about that. Front door, all I've got down there is a Blu-ray burner. All that stuff is obsolete. Nobody uses it anymore. Card readers, usually those are external. You don't put them internal anymore because they just don't last. They constantly change the media. You know, so I find it's better just to buy a card reader as the times go. You know, and there's a lot of other detail. I won't get into that right now. So, all right. Okay, I'll put the cover back on. It's kind of a bear putting on, and I'd probably be covering it up if I tried to show you, because I'm a one-man operation here. Don't have a lot of room. All you see is my back. So yeah, getting the cover off, putting it back on is a little challenge because you gotta line up the grooves. So she's all tucked away, nice and clean. That's basically it. If you want performance, I recommend highly to keep the dust out of the interior of your tower that you have for your desktop computer. A lot of you guys probably know this, but I just thought I'd put a video out there showing you how I do it. If you do it often, you shouldn't have to take all your cords out, take it out to your garage, and go through all that bother. You know, if you do it like I just did it, shouldn't be any problem at all. You don't have any water to worry about because we're used to pancake. There's devices online that you can buy, like I said before. There's one that I would like to use. It looks like a oh, what do you call it? It's like a little shop vac type handheld deal. Only it blows air instead of sucking dirt off the floor. And it's got a lot of different attachments on it that you can blow with. And I think it'd be ideal, but this pancake I got here is working out pretty good. All my computers are pretty clean. I can show you, I got another tower over here. That's another big sow over here. That's almost as performing, well, it's about 3/4 of what this white one was. I've got it for special occasions. I'm into doing other things, like I do a lot of jobs for people that want VHSs put on DVDs. Do a lot of music stuff, transfer music to a different location for people. You know, and I do the old small cassettes that you used for music years ago. Transfer that to DVDs so people could throw them out. You know, and that's what this tower, this station here is used for. So I charge to do that. You know, so I make a little side money. You know, and then over here is my Apple computer. And as you can see, a long time ago in one of my videos, talked about how the monitor had had stopped working. And then what I did is I just found a different monitor I had laying around, and it's been working ever since. You know, so that's what I use for when I visit all you guys on YouTube. I'll watch you on here and make comments. Can't make comments on a TV set, so you gotta come back to the computer and write your comments in. So I wish they would have a way you could do it on the TV set, because I like watching everything on the TV set. But well, they'll get better as time goes on. They always do. Technology is always growing. So, all right. So, what do you think? Think that's the way to go? I think it's a great way of going. I've been in the computer world since Atari, and learned a lot over the years. Self-taught, of course, help from my nephew. Nephew was a great help. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as far as I am today. Got to give him a lot of credit. He taught me a lot. And as time went on, I kept at it, and he kind of fell away from it, so I can't really depend on him doing a lot anymore. So I'm glad I kept with it. I learned a lot over the years, and got a friend I hang around with, and between the two of us, we can always get problems solved when we got computer problems. But this is one here I thought I'd just share with you guys. You know, a lot of you might not have the, you know, high performance computers, and you're getting by, but you can speed up your whole computer a lot if you just take the cover off and blow it out, you know. And if it's really, really filthy, be careful, because you can do damage, you know. So once you got it clean, you know, if you take it in to have somebody clean it, it's going to cost you. If you don't think you can do it yourself, main thing is about every 2 months, just take the cover off, blow it out. You know, just get yourself something, anything, you know, that is has no moisture coming out of the hose. You know, like a pancake blower, or just go online. You know, I'll see if I can find something online what I'm talking about, and I'll put a link in the description for you and make it easy for you if you want to get one. You know, but I just thought I'd throw this video out there, and maybe be helpful to some of you guys that have desktops that do video editing. And I know that I don't understand how you guys do editing in the first place on a cell phone or a tablet. You know, to me it seems like it'd be kind of hard to do it, because you know you don't have any workable space on your screen. You know, so to do good edits, you know, I think that the way to go is to have you know, a desktop. You know, and but I won't bore you with that. I can go into that forever, and we can make a long story out of it. So this is all about just cleaning it, you know, keeping it clean. So I hope I was helpful to you, something I could throw at you today, and hope you enjoy the video. So smash that like button if you feel like this was helpful, and if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe, and leave some comments. You know, if you got a question you want to ask, go ahead and throw it at me, and I'll answer it, because believe me, I've been in this computer racket for a lot of years, and I spend more time fixing them than I do running them a lot of times, you know. But now I finally got it for the last 3 years to where the maintenance is really good. I haven't had any problems or any issues with this computer. This is probably the best build I ever built. And that black tower back behind me, that performed real well also, but I ran into where the soundboard completely fried itself. So I had to go and get an external soundboard, which just comes in this little box. You plug it in, and you got sound again. You know, so it's the simplest way. Rather to you have to take the whole motherboard out, you buy a brand new motherboard to get your sound back, because it was onboard sound, and I wasn't going to do that. The sound on that motherboard is still shot. You know, and I run with an external sound, and it's working out real good. So, all right, we'll see you guys on the next video. You guys have fun, and I hope you're enjoying this nice, beautiful winter we've been having. Lots of snow, lots of cold, lots of ice. I know I've been enjoying the heck out of it. Just love it. I hope we get a lot of snow yet before the winter's over. I know you guys ain't gonna like that statement. Well, spring's right around the corner. It's gonna be here soon. But I really think that the world is goofed up on the weather. I think we're 2 months behind on everything, or 2 months ahead, whatever. It's all screwed up. I can't figure the weather out. Can you guys figure it out? I sure can't. Okay, we're going to start out. We're going to do some shout-outs here. We got 2 for today. We're going to start with Honey Hollow Homestead. I think really highly of this woman here. She does a wonderful job on getting her homestead started, looking good. She's out there with an electric chainsaw cutting up all the undergrowth so she's got more room for pasturing on her horses. She works her butt off. In the last video I seen this morning, she had help from her neighbor that volunteered his services and looked like they put a driveway in for her with the Bobcat. So they got a load of gravel run, and then they spread it all out and made a driveway for her. So highly recommend checking her out. She's a hard worker. She's got a lot of stuff going for her. So that's my first shout out. The second shout out is one that you're not going to believe. If I can get it up here. The Harmless Farmer. You ain't going to believe this guy. This guy's only got 10 videos, and he's already got 7,338 subscribers. Now, why do you think he has that? Well, I'll tell you why. It's no joke, folks. This guy runs a whole operation farm with no arms and no shoulders. The guy was 2 years old. He lost his arms in an auger in an accident. I don't know how a baby at 2 years old can have that happen to him. The mother had to be very careless or something. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. But anyways, that's the story. And I got turned on this channel here from one lonely farmer that I watch, and he's a gigantic YouTuber. You can check that one out if you want. He spoke very highly of this guy, so I had to check it out, and I couldn't believe my eyes what I seen. This guy takes a dryer blower off of a corn screw that puts all the corn into the semi, you know, out of the bin, and he tore that thing apart with his feet. He took one foot and held the bolt, stuck it in the hole, and put the other foot and turned the nut on the other end. You got to see it to believe it. Go to that channel, check it out. He's only got 10 videos. And I think if you watch that, you're going to think that people today that are trying to get disability, just watch this guy and see where you rate. Oh, this stupid thing always comes up. Okay, that's it for my shout-outs. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, see you later.